Well, I got the Dolly here. We're in the backyard. We're in Island Pond, Vermont. As soon as I swing the camera a few more degrees, Rampside. Someone's pride and joy. 61 Ramp, July 1994. Off the road. It's a 61. It's got the truck block. Yep. Battery fell through the floor. 61 steel perimeter fan, I guess they call that. Manual choke, generator, wrapped belt. Gate latches. This tailgate isn't so bad considering the truck is junk. How's this latch? The one that takes the biggest beating. This one right there. Let's get this tailgate open. Ramp. Jammed. Oh yeah. While you've been sleeping, I've been heating up the wheel lugs with my baby torch set. Vehicle alarm protected. Hard Bark Antique Auto Artisans, New Britain, Connecticut. Mileage minder. 4-speed. Hey, isn't this through the tank shifter? I forget. Oil pressure. Sun tune tachometer. Spare tire. Hey, someone's slaving away here. Can't steal my truck, it's got an alarm. A Demco alarm. You got a piece of railroad tie? Railroad track? This might be mystery shifter. I'd hoist the whole thing up by myself, but I can't. 61 Ramp. Alright, here's the ramp side, and we got work to do. Sun's going down. I gotta get this thing loaded up and drive it 125 miles. I missed you hammering on it with the C channel.
We can get it again, though.
Yeah. There we go. That's a redneck mallet, huh? BFH. BFI. Yeah, does the job. So someone's going to recognize this Rampside on YouTube. The guy says, "It's my old Rampside!" Yeah. So repeat after me. Was.
It was.
Yeah, it's got a little spring there to hold the brake hose. Huh. Alright, put my Z28 wheels on that I got at Vincent Auto in 1978. I got 3 of them. One white, one blue, and one I can't find. This crappy camera makes me nuts. It's got a new feature, a YouTube button, but it takes too much memory. So to go to the other memory, you have to press the button 2 times. And half the time I'll make a video, and all of a sudden the camera turns off. I never press the button the second time. Freaking burns my ass. Never had these wheels on a vehicle in 32 years. Does the job. I couldn't believe it either. Really cranks. I'm missing the NPR news. I have a heart attack. I would have done the back wheels, but I'll show you the lugs in a second. I know, pattern. I'm just lucky they don't fall off. Here's the back nuts. Rusted. Nothing left of them. Alright. Alright, I just turned it off by mistake. Let's get back to work.
Those people bought assets with borrowed money during the bubble days. The asset price collapsed after the bubble. Liabilities remain, and people suddenly realize that their balance is underwater.
Chalk the front wheel with your eye.
You use the cash flow to pay down debt. And that's the right thing to do for people in that
I'm going to pull up a little bit. Get a better vantage point. Careful, mugs!
Composition.
Glow plugs, gotta wait.
And together is bad for the group. As a caution, but you actually see Japan as a success story, an example for the United States. How so?
Good boy, mugs. I wanted to get a better angle for the camera shot. We all got our priorities, huh?
87%. What kind of economy do you think we have left in the United States? If Manhattan prices are down 87, Washington down 87, San Francisco down 87, we do nothing right. We managed to keep our GDP from falling below the peak of the bubble for the entire frontier period. Our unemployment rate never went beyond 5.5% because government came in and borrowed the money that people were all saving. Japan, at certain times, has brought huge budget deficits, has a ballooning national debt. That's not a problem. It's a problem, but it's the best of the possible choices in that government budget deficit increased by something like 460 trillion yen. That means about 92% of Japan's GDP. Wow. But what's missing in the debate is that this 460 trillion yen deficit saved GDP at least 2,000 trillion. Richard, to how long could the United States, though, run a massive budget deficit? In this type of recession, the amount of money the government has to borrow and spend
just put it on this side.
exactly equal to the excess saving in the private sector. So when the private sector is saving and not spending, the government has to come in and borrow the equivalent amount and spend it. If you want to keep the GDP from collapsing. Yes.
We're almost
Richard
centered.
He's been an advisor to 5 Japanese prime ministers. He's the chief economist at the Nomura Research Institute and the author of The Holy Grail of Macroeconomic Lessons in Japan's Great Recession. Richard, thank you so much. Thank you very much. In Senegal, the government recently enforced a ban on public begging, except in places of worship. The controversial move, begging has become part of the culture in the impoverished West Africa.
Knew a guy that was sitting in a car.
They
were towing something with a chain, so I pulled in a ditch. The chain busted, went through the windshield of the car, hit him in the face.
A lot of people begging on street corners and outside West
Just sitting there,
have
just watching.
been a familiar sight in Senegal
So
until a government cabinet came into force in August. What's most striking is the disappearance from downtown Dakar of swarms of armed barefoot boys dressed in dirty rags and begging with their trademark tomato signs. They're supposed to be learning the Quran and religious truth, but few can
I
recite.
got another smaller one here.
Spend their days running up to car windows and pedestrians, hands outstretched
They all was in
with a
doing
murmurous prayer, hoping for lumps of sugar, cookies, and especially corn. These earnings go straight into the pockets of unscrupulous religious teachers to do the children are entrusted. Those who don't deliver the daily quota face beatings and abuse.
Steakhouse in the USA.
Breaking the
Selling the
legal
tool rental
principle,
place that I go
a
to.
Senegalese court
150 bucks.
handed down 6 months suspended
These
prison
cost 30.
sentences, plus $200 fines each for 7
Right there.
religious
If I buy made in USA, it's a top
They were
dollar.
convicted
Good quality when you buy
of
3 jump
children
ones.
to death.
Or the communist government.
A senior Senegalese imam, Al-Hajj Abdul Saidi, says while they respect the law, the custom of Muslim religious schools and education is that Muslims must continue, and that the cycle of political arms so that
Sometimes
people
like
can feel
we get too many screwdrivers and drills because they got jobs going on.
We don't have any problem with the law, but we're asking the government to give us funds and subsidize economic fuel, not to because the rest of the educational system in Senegal. If the government is prepared to do this, that's fine. But if not,
the implied threats in the imam's and unfinished sentence was that the better boys may return to the street and decide to take the authority and the
Look for it, only one in the bucket.
This is a perfect first step. This needs to continue. They need to target the words.
Matthew Webb, West Africa researcher, the New York-based Human Rights Watch. Working together in downtown Dakar after the ban, we found no young boys begging. Webb has written a highly critical report warning that thousands of such children are being exploited.
And he found that approximately 50,000 kids, the vast majority under 12 years old, and they're living in just deplorable conditions that amount to a modern form of slavery. With the lack of regulation of these schools, and then the flood from neighboring countries, that there's been a twisting of religious education into economic exploitation by a significant number.
The Senegalese are conflicted about the ban on beggars. Social commentator Amadou Koulibaly, editor of the website westbank.com, says the majority Muslim Senegal prefer a court to follow their religion and their country, and to give to the poor.
One is for the priority and we have extreme poverty because we are in a society where we don't have social security. So the welfare has always been informal. But now if you transfer it into an urban situation whereby those who are in need have to go out to beg, it creates the phenomenon we have here.
He says the Senegalese government is largely enabling the police to round up beggars, especially children now, because of growing pressure from outside, including the United States. Lifting her megaphone to her lips to utter another prayer is this 37-year-old young Senegalese Hindu says the money she earns begging helps to look after and educate her 8 children. She says she'll brave police raids and the government ban. Otherwise, her family will go hungry. I said the other stuff to NPR News.
This week, the Nobel Prizes were announced, and each year, one of the first calls the laureates receive comes from a man named Adam Smith.
Hello. Good morning. May I speak to George Smith, please? Oh, hello, my name is Adam Smith. I'm calling from the official website of the Nobel Foundation in Stockholm, Sweden.
Oh, my goodness.
Have you heard the news that you have, it has just been announced in Stockholm that you have been awarded this year's Nobel Prize?
No, my goodness.
Well, I'm very pleased to be the
I should have scrapped that wheel. I put a new phone down.
Adam Smith is the editor of the Nobel Foundation's website. He calls the winners, does quick interviews, and then posts them onto the website. And sometimes, as
I used to have 2 of these straps, but
2009
I don't know where it went.
George Smith, Adam Smith is the
No
first
idea
to
where it
call.
went. Buy another one, 15 bucks.
What's your name again, please?
My name is Adam Smith, and I'm the editor-in-chief of the Nobel.
I could have brought one of my smaller ones. I didn't realize the tires were this destroyed.
We try and get the new laureates the very moment they've heard the news, as soon as it's become public. The one you just played was one of the rarest.
Yeah, a little bit of
where the
flat
committee
things.
hadn't actually managed to get hold of the laureate prior to making it public. You know, there's been other nice examples of people who've missed the call and have heard in other ways. Marty Chalfie slept through the call because he didn't recognise the ring and he'd changed the telephone in his house.
I actually heard something when you thought, that must be somewhere else.
How did you actually find out that you were...
This is a...
When he woke up, he thought I'd better find out who's been awarded the chemistry prize. He said,
said, okay, who's the schnook that got the prize this time? I thought, and I got to the Nobel Prize fight, and I found out I was the schnook. It was very funny to find out the other 2 guys really were terrific.
When it comes to notifying the winners in economics, your name,
Turn this
Adam
thing off
Smith,
for a bit.
sometimes you...
All right, we're all hooked up. Assistance. Yeah, you're helping me because you really want it out of here real bad. Now, what's the deal with the Chevy with the bald tires?
I'm looking at my bald tires now.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You're going to regroove them, huh?
Yeah.
Look how good those Z28 wheels look. Hey, better get a picture of us together before I haul this thing out of here. Well, let's see if I get out of the driveway first. Hey, Mugs. Go on.
I'm Louise Giovanni with these headlines.
I don't know what's going to happen. It likes to dance around. You see this? See what I mean? A good fender. Better that I don't have a fender on the other side. I thought I could make them removable. Run. That Dolly was so mint when I bought it. That Dolly was freaking mint. The guy used to keep it in the garage. Like I said, it dances around. I'll put that come along back on.